Okay, so I just took my breakfast sausage and I am flattening it out in my sheet pan, just like so. We want a nice flat surface covering this entire sheet pan of our delicious Jimmy John's breakfast sausage. Okay, that's exactly how we want it to look. We're gonna go ahead and put this to the side and bring in our second sheet pan, the same size as our last one. And I just put my 12 eggs right into that greased sheet pan. I'm instantly gonna come in with my onion butter seasoning. This is my favorite seasoning, but you can season your eggs however you like. Just give it a nice sprinkle. Remember, this is 12 eggs, so you wanna make sure you add enough seasoning. We're gonna do some paprika. I love paprika on my eggs. It just adds a nice color. It tastes amazing. And then of course, we're gonna add some black pepper right on top of these eggs. Yummy. This is gonna be such an easy breakfast. So great for Mother's Day, for a Sunday brunch. And we're just gonna go ahead and whisk up our eggs in our sheet pan so that they are a little bit scrambled. I personally don't like my whole yolks for my breakfast. You can leave them whole or you can scramble them, whatever you prefer, but I just want a quick scramble, get those seasonings mixed in with our eggs. This is gonna be so easy, so delicious. One of the best breakfasts you'll ever make. It's great for meal prep or just great for a Sunday brunch, like I mentioned. Okay, let's go ahead and get these scrambled. Okay, that looks ready for the oven. So we're gonna go ahead and take both of our sheet pans and we are gonna place them in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. Oh my, this smells incredible. We have the eggs out and already cooling, but we're gonna go ahead and start with our sausage. I have right here my party pack of Hawaiian sweet rolls, and I went ahead and already cut the tops off. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer these over. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer our giant sausage patty right to our Hawaiian sweet rolls. So this should just be able to slide right off and right onto our Hawaiian sweet rolls. Before we grab our eggs and while our sausage is still hot, I'm gonna grab my Tillamook Colby Jack slices of cheese, because what is a breakfast sandwich without some cheese? So I'm gonna go ahead and put a slice of cheese to cover up this entire party pack of Hawaiian rolls. Look how that sausage just perfectly fit onto our Hawaiian rolls. I couldn't have planned it any better. So if you guys want a quick brunch, this is gonna be it. And it's gonna be delicious. You can use whatever cheese you like. You could even use a different kind of breakfast meat, but personally, I love a sausage in my breakfast sandwich, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of break these apart so that we can fit them here right on the edges. One pack should be enough, but I have more just in case. Go ahead and fill this up. Oh, yep, 9 slices was the perfect amount of cheese for our breakfast sandwich. Beautiful. All right, it is time to get our eggs on top of our sandwich. We're gonna kind of do the same method, kind of learn from our mistakes. And oh yeah, that was even better than the sausage. And no breakfast sandwich is complete without a little bit of sauce. So I'm just using this everything bagel sauce. It seemed appropriate for a breakfast sandwich. And we're just gonna kind of put it here and there, and then we'll spread it out so that each bite gets some of the sauce. So obviously you can leave it sauceless or put some Chick-fil-A sauce or whatever sauce you like right on there. But personally, I like everything but the bagel, so that's why I went with this. And we're gonna spread that out nice and easy. This is almost done. Smells so good. Okay, let's go ahead and get our top on. Okay, right there, make sure it's lined up with the bottom of our buns. Delicious. Oh my goodness, look at those layers. These are gonna be so delicious. Let's go ahead and cut these out so we can give them a try. I'm going for 2. This could probably feed, 6 to 8 people, depending on how much you eat. Go ahead and... Oh yeah, look at that. Looks so good. All right, I have a plate here and I'm gonna give it a try. That is so good. Better than McDonald's. All right, those are my Rhodes dinner rolls in my crock pot that I greased. I'm gonna go ahead and cover them and put my crock pot on warm. All right, you guys, it's been 1 hour on warm. And oh my God, look how much our rolls have risen. We are gonna quickly switch this on high, and then we are gonna flatten our rolls down with our clean hands. Just poke it up. And the good thing about it being on warm is it doesn't cook our rolls. All it does is help it rise super fast. All right, beautiful. All right, now I'm coming in with my seasoning blend that has onions and bell peppers in, and we are gonna put that whole bag right on top of our risen rolls. Yummy. Now I'm gonna come in with some diced ham. Now we are making a breakfast in our crock pot, so if you have a preference of breakfast meat, you could do a sausage or a bacon, whatever you like, but I just think ham goes so well with our bell peppers and onions, so that's why I'm sticking with the diced ham. Okay, and we used about 3/4 of that package. That looks amazing. All right, we all know every good breakfast has its cheese. I'm using this triple cheddar, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this whole bag because you guys know I love my cheese. Obviously, you could do less if you don't like as much cheese, and you can use whatever cheese you like. I think a pepper jack would be good, a Colby jack, just regular cheddar, a mozzarella, whatever you like, just go for it. We're gonna go ahead and move this a little bit to the side so we can bring in our dozen eggs. And in that dozen eggs, I'm gonna pour a little bit of half and half. This will help keep it nice and fluffy and delicious. I'm gonna do about 1/2 cup of half and half. Yummy. Now, of course, we gotta season this up, so I'm gonna add some garlic powder. You guys know I love my garlic. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so great for the upcoming holidays. It's gonna be great for, you know, a Sunday brunch, whatever you wanna make this for, people will love it. We're coming in with some onion powder, delicious. Now you guys know we gotta add some black pepper. You can season this however you like though. Don't be shy. If you like paprika, add the paprika. If you like chili powder, add that. Now, you guys are gonna get mad at me. I'm gonna add some salt. Call me crazy. I know the cheese has enough sodium, but salt just makes everything taste better. And you know what? There's worse things you can eat. So I'm gonna go ahead with my salt. Now we're gonna whisk these together until we get these nice and scrambled and beautifully mixed together so that this can be poured right on top of our cheese, our bell peppers, our ham, and those delicious Rhodes rolls. I know you've never seen a breakfast like this before. And remember, that crock pot is greased, which is so important for this recipe. So let's go ahead and get this nice and whisked together. All right, that looks beautiful. Perfect. Bring back our crock pot, and you guys know it. Beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna give it a little tilt so that it's evenly distributed in our crock pot, and we already have this set on high. So we're just gonna put the lid on and let it cook. All right, it's been 4 hours on high. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and let's check it out. Oh my, that looks incredible. Okay, before we dive into this, I'm gonna grab my green onions and I'm just gonna chop some green onions right on top of our delicious breakfast. This is obviously optional. I just think it adds a nice little flavor and color to it. So who wouldn't want green onion on there?
This looks absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, the edges did get a little crispy. So I would recommend a crock pot liner if you end up trying this, but I think it's still gonna taste amazing and we can just eat around the edges, right?
Yeah, I want to see the rolls on the bottom.
Oh yeah, the rolls, I mean, that's a roll right there. It puffed up.
Oh wow, it is.
Okay, that looks delicious. Now it is time to dig in. Oh yeah, look at that. All of that goodness. Oh yeah, that looks so good. Right here, that looks like the perfect bite.
Oh.
Look at that biscuit, it's perfectly cooked. Gotta love it.
It's a roll, right?
Yeah. That is good. Look inside there. So good, you guys. All right, so we have our eggs in our tortillas. Now I'm gonna come in with my pre-cooked bacon, and we're gonna go ahead and just put our bacon right across those eggs. This is gonna be so good, you guys. This is the ultimate breakfast hack. If you're having a big party, this is what you're gonna want to make for breakfast. So we just want a nice layer of this bacon. I pre-cooked my bacon because I didn't want to get a bunch of bacon grease in mine. But obviously, if you like that bacon grease, go for it. Okay. Ooh, this is looking so good. Just cover up this whole pan. All right, and I know my family, we like double meat. So I have these sausage links that I also cooked up, and we're just gonna put that right on top. Now you can use whatever breakfast meat you like. If you want some ham in here, go for it. I just personally like bacon and sausage, so that's the meat I chose. And this is right on top of my eggs, which I decided not to scramble, but you guys are more than welcome to scramble.
This thing's huge.
Yeah, it is. Okay, now I'm coming in with my diced potatoes, the Simply potatoes. This is found in the refrigerated section, so they're not frozen, they're refrigerated. And we're just gonna go ahead and start putting these right inside of our giant tortilla breakfast little thing we're making. We're gonna use that whole bag. We're getting our whole breakfast all in one. Just go ahead and spread those out so we get a potato in each bite. Oh yeah, and the potatoes and the eggs cook at the perfect amount of time together, so that's why it is nice to just put those in raw. Okay, beautiful. Now we're gonna season this. So I'm gonna start off with some garlic salt, because I love garlic salt. You can use regular salt if you don't like garlic salt, or you can use garlic powder if you don't want too much sodium. But I cannot get enough of my garlic salt. This is gonna be delicious. Just get a nice amount right in there. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna come in with my parsley flakes. This is just some dried parsley. You can use fresh if that's your choice, but honestly, season it to your liking. However you like your potatoes seasoned, your eggs seasoned, just do that on the entire dish. Ooh, that looks gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna come in with some ground paprika because that is my favorite seasoning for breakfast. It just adds a nice color to the entire dish. Okay, ooh, look how pretty that is. Can never have too much paprika. Just make sure you get all those corners, get all those potatoes. You don't want any potato without seasoning. Beautiful. All right, last seasoning is some pepper. Watch your ears, and we're gonna grind this up. Get lots of fresh pepper right onto our breakfast. Oh my, this is gonna be so good. Oh, I can smell that pepper. It is incredible. Beautiful. All right. You guys know I'm not done yet. I have one more ingredient, the best ingredient, and that is my cheese. I'm using this chef's blend with sharp cheddar, Gouda, and Asiago, my favorite cheeses for breakfast. I don't know about you guys, but I love an Asiago bagel. Okay, beautiful. You don't need too much cheese because there's so much goodness in here that you will be happy. All right, you guys, we're gonna come in with our last tortilla right in the middle of our breakfast. Now we're gonna go ahead and fold in those side tortillas just like so. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really good, you guys. Ooh! Okay, and then we wanna fold in those middle tortillas. Just really get them down. Okay, and then we have one more thing we're gonna add. All right, I'm just grabbing these cheeses I have left over in the fridge, marble cheddar and pepper jack. And we're gonna use the rest of these because we don't wanna waste in this house. And we're gonna sprinkle that right on top because I want a cheese crusted breakfast quesadilla. Oh yeah.
Cheese on top's a great idea. You know I love extra cheese, please.
Yeah, who doesn't love extra cheese? Okay, just really get a nice little sprinkle of both of those cheeses. Obviously, you can use whatever cheese you want. I just used what I had in my fridge. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, my oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
Yep. Oh my, this looks so good. Oh, okay.
Wow, it does.
Look at that perfectly crusted cheese on there.
Perfectly crispy.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and cut into this.
This is the moment of truth.
Oh yeah, baby. Wow. That looks so good. Oh.
That looks pretty dang good.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Gotta get into there. Oh, egg is perfect.
Is it good?
So good. All right, now that we have our eggs in our pizza crust, I'm gonna grab some bacon bits, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of bacon bits on each of our eggs. You can use whatever breakfast meat you prefer. I just feel like these little bacon bits are the perfect size for our little egg cups that we're making. These are so delicious, so easy, and so customizable. We're gonna quickly get this bacon in there, and then we're gonna add some more goodness. You can add whatever you like though. Okay, perfect. Next, I'm gonna come in with some green onion, just a light little sprinkle of green onion on here. You could use chives instead. I honestly don't know the difference between the two. All I know is that green onion is delicious. Okay.
I think chives are just smaller.
They come from the same family though.
I have no clue, to be honest. Maybe the comments will let us know.
Yeah. Okay, once we get that on there, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick little seasoning. I have some black pepper that we're just gonna get on each of our eggs. Season it how you like, but I just think black pepper is a necessity on eggs. Now I used a pizza crust for this, but you could also use a pie crust, a puff pastry, whatever you like. And then of course, you guys know, can't eat anything without garlic powder. Oh my goodness, look how quickly and easily these are coming together. Looks so delicious already. Now, before we add our last ingredient, I'm just gonna grab my fork and I'm gonna break up these yolks a little bit, get that seasoning mixed in, just add a little bit of, you know, tastier texture, because I personally don't like a full yolk when I eat my eggs. This one already broke up for me. Half my job is already done. But just super quickly, give it a quick little mix. All right, now these are ready for cheese. I have some Colby and Monterey Jack shredded cheese, and we're just gonna do a light sprinkle right on top of each one. Look how delicious these are going to be. Okay, now I think some mozzarella would be good on this, some regular cheddar, some pepper jack, whatever you like. If you want to add a little bit of heat, you can add some ham, some sausage. You can do a combination with 3 different meats all in one muffin pan, whatever you like. Yum! Okay, I am now gonna bring in my pizza cutter so that we can split up this pizza dough. We're just cutting in between each cup, just like so. Being careful to give enough dough to each one. So easy, so convenient. Just really make sure you cut through. Okay, these are nice and cut, and now we're just gonna kind of fold them inward just like this. Extra gentle so that the egg doesn't pop out. Super easy, it doesn't need to be fully covered. It's just kind of creating like almost like a little egg dumpling. Yummy.
They look delicious.
They're gonna be incredible, you guys. Okay. All right, last one. She wants to spill out, that's totally fine. My oven is set to 350, and these are gonna bake for about 20 minutes. It's super quick. All right, these look so good, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, my family loves the heat, so we're gonna add a little bit of sriracha on top of the entire pan, because sriracha is the best breakfast sauce. Obviously, this is optional. If you don't like sriracha, don't put it on there. Oh my goodness.
The aroma is outrageous.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for this one. It looks perfect. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's perfectly cooked.
They're so cute.
Okay, gotta give this a good try. Mmm. Look at that. So good. All right, that was 6 pounds of our country sausage gravy in our crock pot. With our gravy, I'm gonna add 2 pounds of cooked sausage right in there. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be the best breakfast to feed a crowd. I have a dozen eggs that I scrambled and cooked. They're a little underdone because it is gonna cook more in the crock pot. I have some triple cheddar cheese that we're gonna put right in there as well. I'm using this whole bag, but you can use whatever cheese you like. Ooh, this smells incredible. Now, of course, we're gonna season this all up. I have some black pepper, and we're gonna season this heavy because we have a lot of gravy, a lot of eggs, a lot of sausage. We wanna make sure that everything gets well seasoned. I'm also gonna add some onion powder, because you guys know I love my onion powder, and if you know me very well, you know what's gonna come next. It's my favorite, my classic, garlic powder. Now with every seasoning, I'm going very heavy-handed. This is gonna be a super quick, super easy crock pot breakfast that will literally feed your entire family. So now that we have all that together, I'm gonna grab my spoon, and it's time to get this all mixed together. We want that gravy, we want the sausage, the eggs, the cheese, all mixed together. Now, I know some people don't like eggs for breakfast, so you can skip the eggs, and I know some people don't like cheese, so you can skip the cheese, but that sausage, gravy, and the sausage is literally the best breakfast you could ever make. And you can even make your own homemade gravy. You can get the smaller cans and cut your portions in half, but for me, I am making this big breakfast for Sunday brunch. My whole extended family's coming over, and they absolutely love sausage and gravy. This would be great for, you know, Easter brunch or just a Sunday brunch like me. Okay, let's make sure this gets fully well combined before we come to the next step. All right, and we're just flattening that out because we do have one more thing. It is not a gravy and sausage breakfast without biscuits. I just have my classic Pillsbury biscuits, the buttermilk ones. And we're just gonna pop these open. Woo! Grab our biscuits, and you know it, it's gonna go right on top of our gravy mixture. This is almost like a breakfast pot pie. All right, and 1 can of these biscuits is the perfect amount. You could probably fit up some more or cut them up if you prefer, but this is how I like to do it. And it is time to get this cooking. This crock pot is stuffed and puffed. All right, and we're gonna pop this one on high and let it cook. All right, you guys, it's been 4 hours on high. Now, ideally, you would put this on low overnight for 8 hours so that you wouldn't have to wake up early to make it, but let's check it out. Woo! Those biscuits got nice and golden. Oh my goodness, it is time to give this a try. Oh, that gravy is bubbling. Oh my gosh, you get a biscuit, get some extra gravy right on top, and breakfast is served. All right, let's cut into that biscuit and look at how perfectly cooked it is. Oh yeah, look at those flaky layers. That's why we love Pillsbury, right, babe?
Yeah, that looks actually really delicious. I was a little worried about it.
Oh no, I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be really, really hot, but it's gonna be served delicious, warm, perfect for Easter brunch, for any, get together.
Is it good?
That is so good. You gotta try it, you guys. All right, that was half a can of spinach in our raw pie crust. I'm just gonna flatten that out so we have a nice layer of our spinach. You can use fresh if you like, but canned is cheaper. Next, I'm coming in with about 1/8 of a red onion that I diced, and we're sprinkling that right on top. You can add as much onion as you like, as much spinach as you like, or whatever veggies you like. Now I have here 4 pieces of bacon that I just chopped up. It is pre-cooked bacon, so keep that in mind when you're recreating this recipe. So we have our spinach, our onions, and our bacon in there. Next thing we're adding is our extra sharp white cheddar, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my handy dandy cheese grater. Make sure to lock it in. And then start grating. And you can add as much cheese as you like. Right, I think that seems like enough, right, babe?
Yeah, I think that's a lot of cheese.
I love cheese. Perfect. So we used about 1/4 of our block of white cheddar. All right, now I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm gonna bring in 5 eggs, and I'm gonna add some heavy whipping cream to our eggs. We're gonna add about 1/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream into those eggs. Next, we're gonna go ahead and season our eggs. I have some sea salt here. Just do a nice little sprinkle of that. I have some black pepper, and you can season this however you like. That's what I say with all of my recipes, and it's the truth. I have some paprika. I think paprika goes great with breakfast dishes, and that's what we're making. Beautiful.
That's a lot of paprika.
Nah, it's the perfect amount. Now we're gonna add some onion powder. You guys know I love my onion powder. And I'm sure you can guess what's coming next. Garlic powder. And if you thought the paprika was a lot, wait till you see how much garlic powder I put in there.
Wow.
Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and whisk this up until it is well combined. Now that heavy cream is gonna make those eggs nice and fluffy, and all those seasonings are just gonna be evenly distributed into our pie as the eggs kind of just fall to the bottom of our crust. That looks absolutely Perfect. All right, let's bring back our pie crust. And you guys know it. We're gonna pour our eggs on top of everything. Beautiful. See how it just coats everything just perfectly? Perfect. Now this is gonna go into the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. Oh my goodness, this looks absolutely incredible. Breakfast is ready. All right, my crust was a little old, so that's why we have some cracks, but I don't want anything to go to waste, so let's dig in. Oh yeah, look at that. Talk about the perfect breakfast quiche. Yummy. That was kind of a small slice, so I'm definitely gonna go for seconds. Let's give this a try. Get a little bit of spinach, a little crust, a little everything. Enjoy.
Is it good?
Oh my goodness, wow. That's probably my favorite quiche I've ever made. You guys have to try it. Okay, we started off with a dozen eggs in my greased air fryer. I'm next coming in with my diced ham, and we are just gonna put a generous amount, enough to cover our dozen eggs. I think I'm gonna use about a third of this bag. Yummy, those look so good. Now I'm gonna bring in my tricolor diced bell peppers. We are making such an easy and delicious breakfast in our air fryer. It's gonna take only a few minutes and it's gonna be incredible. I have some diced yellow onion that we're gonna also put in there. Now, if you don't like any of these ingredients, you can totally skip them, but I'm just adding what I like. And you guys know I like my cheese, so we're doing some mild cheddar right in there. Ooh, right in that air fryer, oh yeah. Now, before we give this a mix, of course, we gotta season this up. I have some garlic powder. Okay. Now, if you don't like ham, you could do a sausage or a bacon. If you don't like bell peppers, you could do, you know, some chives or something like that. Do whatever you like for your breakfast. Now, I'm gonna add some black pepper. Oh, that garlic pepper. That garlic powder smells so good. Okay, and then last but not least, we gotta add some sea salt. You guys know I need a little salt in all of my dishes because it just adds the best flavor. All right, now it is time to grab our whisk and we are gonna mix this all together so that we make the most delicious Denver omelet in our air fryer. Yep, you heard that. We are making a Denver omelet in the air fryer. So easy, so delicious. Honestly, it is my favorite way to make an omelet because it's so much faster. You don't have to, you know, guard the stove the whole time you're cooking it. You just pop it in and set it until it is ready. Oh, look, that was stuffed so quickly too. We didn't have to dirty any bowls. We just did it all in our air fryer. Okay, I think that looks just about ready. Yummy. Okay, pop this in. We're gonna turn this on. We're gonna do air fryer. We are gonna temp it at 350 because we don't want it to burn. And then we're gonna set it for 10 minutes and we'll check it out after 10 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes at 350. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh my, that looks so good, you guys. Nice and crispy on the top. Okay, it is time to get this out and we're just gonna flip it. Easy peasy, because we greased it. Oh, it looks so good. I'm instantly gonna come in with my sriracha. And we are just gonna do a nice little drizzle. Obviously, if you don't like sriracha, you can skip it, but my family loves it. Look at that delicious Denver omelet in your air fryer. So yummy, so delicious. It's time to cut a piece. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. Couldn't have asked for a better breakfast, you guys. Yummy. And you can make the same recipe in the oven if that's your choice, but I love my air fryer. That is so good. Just grab one large tortilla, some spinach. I like to use a lot because it does shrink when you cook. I have some chopped red bell pepper, and we are just gonna lay these right in there, just like this. Get as many as you can. Beautiful. Now for the main part of our dish, we have 5 eggs cracked in. We're just gonna place them right around our dish, just like this. Beautiful. This is gonna be so good, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some black peppercorn. And you can use whatever seasoning you like. I just have my preferences, but use your preferences. Some pink Himalayan salt. I like the fancy stuff. Ooh, this is gonna be so good, you guys. Some onion powder. Ooh, that looks fancy. Look how colorful and delicious this is. This is gonna be a super healthy and yummy breakfast. I have these dried chives, and we're just gonna do a nice sprinkle on there. You can use fresh chives if that's what you prefer, but the freeze-dried are just the same. Okay, and of course, you guys know I have to add some garlic. It wouldn't be my breakfast without a little bit of garlic, and we're just gonna sprinkle it right in there. Use your spoon and get a good amount on each of those eggs. Yum, okay, perfect. And this part is gonna be totally optional, but totally yummy. I have some hot banana pepper rings. Oh, they smell so good. I just love a little spice with this. So I'm just gonna add them right to my dish. And this is all in my spring form pan. It's just the perfect shaped pan for this tortilla egg breakfast. But yeah, I'm just using my fork and getting out a few of these banana peppers. These are so good. I know that they're normally for like sandwiches and stuff, but I love them for my breakfast. All right, that looks perfect for our banana peppers. Now, last but certainly not least, I have some fresh mozzarella cheese. And we're just gonna put this whole thing right up. I'm just kidding. We're gonna grate this. All right, let's get this out. And start grating some fresh mozzarella right on top of our breakfast. Oh, this is gonna be so good, you guys. Oh, I like a lot of cheese, so I'm gonna do a lot on mine, but you can even skip the cheese if you want this to be extra healthy. But you cannot get me to eat healthy without adding cheese. Sorry, Mom. Okay, this looks delicious. That is it. Our yummy breakfast is ready for the oven. I have my oven set to 350, and this is gonna cook for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how you like your eggs. I'm gonna cook mine for 20 because I do want the yolks to be a little runny. Oh my, it smells so good, you guys. Okay, before we pop this baby open, of course, you guys know I love sriracha on all of my breakfasts, and this is no different. Just a nice little drizzle. Beautiful. Not too much. You can skip that part if you don't like it. Let's go ahead and pop this baby open. Easy peasy. Woo! Looks so good, you guys. This looks so good. Okay, let's go ahead and cut a slice. Ooh. Oh my, that looks so good. Now let's check that egg to see what we got. Ooh. All right, it's not runny like I wanted to, but it's not over hard. I'll take that as a win. Okay, now it's time to take a bite.